Hello everyone, Kari's Maggie here and welcome back to my channel. I noticed that I have a couple new subscribers, so I just want to say thank you for subscribing. I hope that you've enjoyed your time here so far and welcome to the Kari's Maggie family. So for today's video, I'm actually interrupting the Food Culture series because I really wanted to share with you all my vision board. And I know some of you are like, but hold on Maggie, the year not almost finished, what you're talking about vision board for? And it's like, you know how I see it, I don't think that there is like a timeline as to how, like, when you should do a vision board. It's like going to the gym. Not because the year starts that means that the first of every year that's when you have to go to the gym, and if you don't then you're a failure. So that's how I see vision boards. So I actually started my vision board in like February and I kept stopping. I didn't finish it until literally like the 2nd of July. That's when I finally finished it, and I'm not too impressed with how it came out, like in terms of how it looks, because I mean if I took that long to do it you would have expected it to look a bit more, yeah, but I'm just not artistic like that. Like I'm plain and simple, to the point. For me it's just once I can visualize what it is that I'm manifesting and I can see it every single day, that's good enough for me. So here is my vision board. So nothing too, hold on, here's my vision board and nothing too fancy. And hold on, I'm actually gonna come back in the middle here. Okay, so I picked the theme of growth because I feel like this speaks to what it is that I am looking forward to by the end of the year and beyond. I want to see growth in my personal development, in my spirituality, in my YouTube channel, with my business, with like life in general. I just want to see growth overall. So I have broken my vision board into 3 different categories. So there is personal, YouTube, and then there's professional. So I'm going to be talking about these 3 different areas in a few minutes. I'm not sure if you all will be able to see properly because I am in a bit of a tight space. So what I'll probably do is just insert some clips for you to like properly see what the vision board looks like. But so I guess I'll just put this down. Yes, let me put this down and just talk to y'all. I'll include clips. So for the first one, so for the first one, personal, in particular my spirituality, I have a Bible verse that's there, and it actually says, speaking to growth again, let your roots grow down into him and let your lives be built on him. Then your faith will grow strong in the truth you are taught and you will overflow with thankfulness. And that's Colossians 2 verse 7. And the reason I picked this verse is because again it speaks to the theme that my vision board is about, which is about growth. And also I feel like for a while now, I'm not sure how long, I feel like I've been a bit far from God. I've been, you know, doubting a lot. I've had a lot of anxiety, all of that stuff. And one of the core reasons is because I haven't really been like that consistent with my devotion. So I don't just mean like praying, but like actually reading a scripture verse or like a passage and praying like intentional prayers. So whether today I pray for like my family, tomorrow it's about personal, if there is something personal that I'm going through that I need him to guide me with. In the same way I want to be consistent with performing at my job or, you know, doing well on YouTube. I feel like I can't leave out God because for the very longest he has been like the rock, the foundation in everything I do, and my faith is a big part of what grounds me. And another person who has inspired me is my mother, because she has always done devotions. And one of the things that I've done is, so a part of this process I noticed that I had to be uncomfortable and do things that I probably wasn't used to doing and just get out of my comfort zone. So a part of that is waking up at 5:30 every single day, and the first thing that I do is my devotion for at least 10 minutes. I read a passage from my devotional book that I got from a friend's mom, and then I pray, and that will help me set the tone for my day. Because what I noticed was that my job is a bit like stressful, and I don't want to go with like that stressful energy to my work, because when you encounter clients at times, you don't want to come off with the wrong response. So that's one of the things that really pushed me to, get back into doing my devotion, setting my tone for the day so that he's guiding me throughout my day in everything that I do and say. Next thing is my driver's license. I'm gonna be 26 soon and I don't have a driver's license yet. And one of the things that I actually wanted to do, like from March, I had it, marked on my calendar, everything, but then, the whole pandemic came, that didn't work out, was to go do my G1 test. So for Toronto, the G1 test is like that written exam that you do, then you get a card that pretty much it's a driver's license, but it's the G1 version. And in order for you to drive, then you need to go do the G2, which is a driver's test. So I need to go do that. But don't worry, y'all. Don't judge. I'm going to do it. Once, everything now is beginning to open up. So I'm going to find a time for next month that I'm actually going to go on a weekend, and I'm going to go do it and just go for it. And another thing I'm going to work on is like my phobia of just being on the road in general, because I feel like from my childhood I got traumatized because at one point, like, I was in a vehicle and like a truck kind of like came up to us and like actually dented the side of the vehicle. And from then I was just like, it's pointless to me, because you can be as smart and safe as possible, and then here comes some idiot that like can take your life in just a second. But I noticed I can't live my life like that, so that is something that I want to get over, and also be confident on the road so that I'm not like super timid and all that. So pray for me, y'all. The next thing is YouTube. So I have been on YouTube for I think 3+ years now, and in all honesty, when I started my YouTube journey, I did not know anything about how it really worked. I just knew that you uploaded videos, you have a nice thumbnail so people know what the video is about, and you share it with people, get them to share it. I didn't know the like background work that had to go into it if you want to get YouTube to recommend your video, getting your things in favor with the YouTube algorithm and all that stuff. So I did a lot of rookie mistakes for sure, none of which I really regret. I mean, it's a process, I learned. So yeah, that's one thing I will say. I didn't know that you got paid on YouTube, so I guess you could say like my effort in really pushing my content in the beginning, it wasn't like up there. I really just shared my videos with friends, honestly. I literally made it for a way for me to share my personal or friendships and experiences while living in Canada at Grenfell campus. And also when I started it, it was for me to provide information for international students who are moving to another country on transitioning. So creating a series, I called it Surviving University, and it had like a couple tips of like how to live with roommates and 10 tips for freshman year and different things like that. That's how I kind of started out my channel. And then eventually it kind of branched more into doing this culture series called For the Culture, and I have been loving that so far. But one thing I noticed is that I do need to mix it up a little on my channel, which is something that I'll be doing. So there are many things to me, or many parts to me. I mean, I'm a full-time social worker, that's my 9 to 5 job, and at the same time I want to pursue YouTube full-time. By pursuing it full-time, that means I just want to be consistent in uploading videos like at least once a month. One thing that definitely damaged my channel was I took a break from YouTube for like I think 7 months without uploading any content at all, and yeah, that didn't work out in my favor, but I did need the break. I did. And during that time that I took the break, it wasn't like I wasn't doing anything. I was going to network events. I met people who then subscribed to my channel, recommended me to people for like freelance video editing work. I also got the opportunity to go to events and do like speaking engagement and stuff like that, so that I could build my network a bit more. So it wasn't all bad. How I look at YouTube, it's like a tool that I can use to just basically kind of show to people a bit more of my personality, what it is that I can do and offer. So to me, it's like it's just that little extra. But it wouldn't be bad to be able to make some money off this bomb content that I'm creating and putting a lot of work into, because I do create my own content, editing, videoing, all that stuff is on me. So yes, I have a goal to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if that is such a far-fetched goal, but that is a goal that I have, to get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So you all can help me in that journey. If you like the content, share it, comment, engage with the content as well. Simply just watching it doesn't do much for the YouTube algorithm. So just the point there. Actually comment if you have something to say, instead of DMing me or sending me a message on WhatsApp. Leave it in the comment section below. Which leads me to brand deals. So I'm not thinking about like getting brand deals with like some big like famous company or anything like that, but it wouldn't hurt. I mean, I wouldn't say no, but I want to start off small with something, with a brand that at least it aligns with what I believe in, something that I'm passionate about, because if I'm not passionate about something, I'm not going to do it, point blank period. So point blank period. Oh my gosh, I'm having a Thai tongue thing going on there. But yes, I want to be able to land at least one brand deal by the end of the year, is what I'm giving myself. And in doing so, I'm just excited for the journey that I have ahead of me. I have so many great ideas. I mean, the pandemic did do a bit of good in allowing us to just be. I wasn't up and down having to go to events all the time. I could use those afternoons to just like evaluate my channel. And I do realize that I'm not really that open or vulnerable on my channel, so I will be including more of that, documenting my journey as a, soon to be entrepreneur, what my life looks like, as a full-time social worker as well. Those different things I want to be able to share my struggles and, sharing some of my achievements with you. Since I've been on YouTube, I have now arrived at 1.5k subscribers. I have over 100k views, and I recently got monetized, which then allowed me to get paid, and I've been paid at least once, and that was a good feeling. So definitely I don't want to give up just yet. Like I'm just getting started, so the work really starts right now. The next category is professional. So for this one in particular, it's a bit personal, so I won't go into much detail with it, but as you can see, there is a Canadian flag. And for those of you who don't know, I came here as an international student. After that, I moved on to working after I graduated, and now I'm thinking about what my life will look like in the future. So I'll keep you updated on that in the near future, but for right now I won't be saying much about that topic. I'll keep that one for myself for now. But I have high hopes and great expectations, and I'm just manifesting positivity from right now. The next thing is, I have a dream to have my own production company. And for this production company, it will be doing everything from like social media help to virtual assistant to video production, videography, editing, directing, all that stuff. Like, I want to be able to have my own production company, because I know what it's like to wanting to be able to produce content, and you probably don't have the means to do that. So fortunately for me, I'm someone who from the get-go, I went ahead, I did it, taught myself how to edit, taught myself how to do all these different things so that I can push my YouTube channel. But at some point, I do want to be able to hire people, outsource work to them, and then eventually build up my production company where I can meet the needs of all of my clients. So that is something that I am hoping to get off the ground at least by the end of the year, to have a website and all of that. But for right now, I'm still like freelancing, but it's not a little picnic thing, your girl is serious about this entrepreneur thing, and I'm looking at every single thing, every single angle of where I can be more creative with the services that I'll be giving and all that. So I'm very excited for this journey, and of course I'll be documenting it so I can share it with you and show you the ins and outs of being an entrepreneur, because I feel like entrepreneurship has become this thing, like it's like pregnancy. They show you the glamour and the glitz, and no one really talks about the hard times, like what it's like when you don't even make money, you lose money, all that stuff. They just show you like when they're making the big bucks, and it gives false hope to people, because I feel like you all need to know every single thing that goes into it, to know like, is this something I want to do, and to know when the right time is to actually do it. There are certain things you just have to do in order for you to have a successful business. So keep that in mind. And lastly, so I did my degree in general science and a minor in French. I know, nothing close to what I'm doing in my full-time job, right? But I haven't really been utilizing the French part of my degree, and I feel like I'm leaving a lot of like opportunities and money on the table because I live in Canada where French is another official language. So there are lots of opportunities for jobs if you are bilingual. So this is something I'm going to be definitely working on. Again, another thing that I have been implementing in this whole process of me waking up 5:30 every day is that every single week I set aside different personal development tasks that I want for myself. So some weeks it's probably like reading a certain book or whatever, and for other days I want to at least do like 30 minutes of French and or to an hour just dedicating to brushing up on French. And I want to be more intentional in actually making more friends who are French speaking as well, so that I can have conversations with them in French. I have family members too that I can also, probably try and attempt more to speak French with them, and maybe that can help me a bit more because just studying it isn't enough. You have to actually like practice. And then after that, once I feel confident, next year I'm hoping to do, there's this exam called DELF. It's basically like the big leagues version of the French exam. It's certified by France, I believe, and there are a lot of opportunities that you can open for yourself by having that qualification, and they have different levels. So working on that, I'm serious about this. But yes, that's my vision board, everybody. And I just want to know from you, comment below, have you ever done a vision board? Honestly, I wasn't someone who really believed in the vision board thing. I just wrote down whatever I wanted to accomplish and manifested it in my head or whatever. But with doing the vision board, to be honest, I felt it was very therapeutic one to begin with. I took my time and I finished it on my own, pace, not forced to do it. And also it just put a lot of things into perspective of really narrowing down, giving myself realistic goals instead of, oh, I want to own a house, or oh, I want to, like realistic goals in a certain time frame. Definitely it helped, and it's something I can see every day. It's up in my room and I pass it every day, and it's just a reminder of holding myself accountable to these things that I want. And in order for me to achieve those dreams and those goals, I have to make the sacrifices, put in the work to get those stuff done. And as you can see, I'm wearing my Do Road and Do Things t-shirt, and I just want y'all to know, like, this Do Road and Do Things, like, when I say it, I'm not just saying it for your benefit. I'm actually reminding myself that I need to practice what I preach. I have goals too, I have dreams that I'm chasing, and I'm just gonna do road and do things. Do road and do things, man. So if you like this video, click that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. What are you waiting for? And let me know what you think in the comment section below. I want to hear from you. Name at least 2 goals that you want for the end of the year. I appreciate all of you. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video, and don't forget to do road and do things. And until next time, Maggie is out.